Alright, apologies. Hello, everyone. Apologies for the whole part 1, part 2 thing again. That is because my Wi Fi decided to break again, and I had to fix it. So, I'm really sorry, but we're back with the files that we were reading. Um, we'll just continue reading them today. Once again, I really want to apologize for the whole part 1, part 2 thing. Quick reminder that I'm using a voice changer. I know I say this a lot, I just want to make sure everyone's aware. It's just for privacy reasons. Anyways, let's get on with it. So I was back with, I don't actually know what it is. I think I said, that I gotta wonder, I wonder if it's still around today. Note to self, look into this. I'm sorry about that. Aya and Bayek. Yeah, I don't think reuniting with Aya is going to be as simple as Bayek thinks. They love each other, that's obvious, but there's way more going on here. The feather ritual. I remember reading about that, the weighing of the heart, Anubis and the duo. Bayek is collecting Senu's feathers, trying to balance his own sins. Research note. Altair means eagle. Wonder if it's related, or am I just reaching here? Okay then. Last but not least, the 4 targets. I may not like Cleopatra, but darn, those rat bastards deserve what's coming for them. Sorry for the cursing. What they're doing, we're doing, it was horrible. Kind of looking forward to seeing what happens to them in a ghoulish historical study sort of way. Well, one of them's dead. Only I'm going to be living it. Yeah, definitely ghoulish. Good thing these notes of mine aren't part of any official Abstergo documentation. The shrinks would have a field day with them if I added them to my debriefs. I do not want to end up in a one-on-one with Otto Berg. Thank you very much. Wonder who that is. So let's do field briefing, because that one's pretty interesting. Abstergo Historical Research Division / field briefing. I meant to say it was short. So let's see. To Layla Hassan and Deanna Gary, level clearance 3 and up. Type artifact of high interest. Subject new assignment. Effective date 10/20 or October 20th, 2017. Historical Tactical Team, Layla Hassan and Deanna Gary, or Jerry, one of the two. Scheduled departure, October 22nd, 2017. 6:05 p.m., probably Eastern Time, from Philadelphia to, I'm not sure what HB is. I'm just going to assume Egypt. On flight FUS-1011 through LHR. London, probably. London, something something. Or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm not very knowledgeable of most of these abbreviations. I just know the Philadelphia one from the previous stuff I read. Assignment: locate and recover artifact of high interest in Qatar depression. Forecasted location at uploaded coordinates. Identified cave/grotto/hollow geological formation. Team is working remotely with technician on premise and medical officer stationed at fixed accommodation location. Found the artifact is to be swiftly retrieved and taken back to HBE, which I assume is base. Contact John Kane in London for paperwork and travel arrangements. Fully stocked rental vehicle will be made available at Hangar 3C upon arrival in HBE. Present voucher and valid identification for release. Actually wonder if it's gonna say... Okay, so it still says HBE, unfortunately. I wish it were a bit more. Anyways, accommodation information will be uploaded to vehicle's GPS. Alright, well that's easy. Animus Guide. Okay, so there's a lot of Animus Guide and documentation. I haven't read any of this, so let's get into it. Front page. Ooh, that's an interesting front page. Abstergo Historical Research, Abstergo Industries New Employee Handbook. Corporation Non-Disclosure Agreement made between Layla Hassan and Abstergo Industries on the 1st of, or probably 1st of January, 1st of July. I assume that's the 1st, or 6th of January, 1st of July. I assume that's the 6th of January, 2014. Kind of depends on when, if you're American or the rest of the, American or the rest of the world. Employee will perform services for Abstergo Industries that may require Abstergo Industries to disclose confidential and proprietary information to employee. Confidential information is information of any kind, nature, or description concerning any matters affecting or relating to employee services for Abstergo Industries. The business of operating of Abstergo Industries and or the products, drawings, plans, processes, animus experience, or other data. Employee agrees as follows. Employee will hold confidential information received in strict confidence, shall exercise an extreme degree of care to prevent disclosure to others. Employee will not disclose or divulge either directly or indirectly the confidential information unless first authorized to do so in writing. Employee will, upon request or upon termination, deliver to Abstergo Industries any drawing, notes, documents, equipment, or other material received from Abstergo Industries or originating from its activities for Abstergo Industries. Abstergo Industries will have the sole right to determine the treatment of any information that is part or project specific received from an employee, including the right to disclose the same without prior patent applications, to file copyright registration in its own name, or follow any other procedures as Abstergo Industries may deem appropriate. Abstergo Industries reserves the right to take disciplinary action up until and including termination and memory removal for violation of this agreement, which was signed by Simon Hathaway and Layla Hassan. Signing below signifies the employee agrees to the terms and conditions of the agreement stated above. Read all of this field guide stuff, simply because it's a little bit too much reading for now. If I get the opportunity later, I will, though. What else? There's the Animus Guide. I'm not going to read that either, because it seems a little bit boring to me. I will, however, read the mail. A couple of these from Layla Assange, Deanna Gary. Subject, what if? D. Wow. Why is my head still spinning? I barely had more than a few drinks. But I just thought of something. You know the Animus sequences DNA to run simulations based on genetic memories? What if, and this might be the fifth old-fashioned talking here, what if we could actually find a way to do the same thing through inorganic matter? Sure, we'd be out of codons, but we'd still have molecular structures to work with. It took years for Dr. Vidic to crack genetic memories, and once he got to them, he went nuclear on decoding them. What if he stopped too fast? What if isomers are packed with molecular memories? Okay, maybe molecules too big. Maybe we need to consider that the information might be stored deep down the subatomic level. Why would memory latch uniquely onto organic molecules? I mean, I've seen stranger things, but somehow I can't find any plausible reason why it wouldn't. I wish my middle of the night emails were more about a date I just kicked out or an obnoxious neighbor. Sorry, I guess you're stuck with me. Lucky girl, L, which I assume is Layla. Alright, so this is the day before. I actually think that these are the newer ones and those are the old ones. So let's read this. Egypt. Hi, hey D, can you pack the sealed container with the immunosuppressants? Just in case. I know the assignment states we're going after yet another artifact of high interest, but well, you never know. What if there's something else? Can you imagine? This could be a chance to try out our version of the portable Animus in the field. I'm not talking about actually synchronizing with simulation. Well, I might, but I'm not really, I promise. But you never know. Maybe I'll just do a sequencing test if I find something. See, it's conditional. I'll repeat it one more time. If feel better, time to pack, still good for the night, drinks on me, L. Alright, so let's head back up here to Sophia Ricken, to Layla Hassan. You're looking at it the wrong way. Layla, just to make sure I understood you correctly, you are actually proposing that we suspend our subjects in midair by means of a large motorized mechanical device? I've read GMO 5 times just to make sure. At first I thought you were joking, but I dropped the idea in Gabriel Kingsier, our chief engineer here in Madrid, and his initial reaction was quite like mine until something changed in his smile. Let's just say we were to consider a 6-axis motion rig. This is all hypothetical, of course, but please indulge me. Would there be any plausible compatibility between this rig and the epidural bearing I showed you the other day? Could we ensure the stability of the needle and its positioning to the subject's backbone? I feel like I'm teetering on the frontiers of science and nonsense. It's crazy talk, but it's exhilarating crazy talk. S. From Isabel Ardent to Layla Hassan. Hello, Layla. In light of recent events, I have no choice but to appropriate disciplinary measures and request a performance improvement plan through operations. I know you barely just came back, but I feel it's better to do it now than let things sour again. We'll put you in contact with the coach to help you deal with some of the issues you've been experiencing here. The results last time were encouraging, so perhaps we can resort to that strategy once again. Dr. Lees has even agreed to meet with you again, but rest assured we'd be open to changing the coach if you so desire. You are bold and your work here is appreciated, but the procedures in place are not only here to protect you, but also Abstergo. If we can't give you an ounce of care to your own safety, then perhaps you can show respect for the hand that feeds you. Work with us, Layla. That's all we're asking, Isabel. Alright, let's see. to Layla Hassan to Deanna Gary. I just visited your online shop for the first time. I must say you hide your cards pretty well, Miss Deanna Gary. You know, a poised professional medical officer could have such a foul potty mouth. Needless to say, I'm buying a bunch of your cross-stitch patterns, keeping some for me, but also offer some of them around. I think you have the perfect one for Ottoberg. He keeps taking my parking space. Oh, that's funny. That's pretty funny. To Ottoberg. Parking space. Mr. Berg, I'm afraid you've developed a bad habit of parking in my allotted space. Now I know you're higher than me in the Abstergo food chain, and your car has clearly has less rust than my 1987 sports car, but my HR hiring paper clearly states that 23 FG is the Hassan, so I'd appreciate it if you could park your vehicle somewhere else. Al. And the day you knowing how much you cherish procedures, I assume you probably won't even know where to look for the form. Also, I'm keeping your little cross-stitching gift. Even though it's offensive, the workmanship is quite spectacular. Johnny Ottoberg. That is funny. Alright, from Layla Hassan to Sophia Ricken. Sophia, hello. Don't leave me hanging here. Tell me, how's the work on the device progressing? Did you guys finally build a prototype? You can't just ask stuff and then shut me out. It doesn't work that way. Why can't you just fly me there? I mean, even if it's just a temporary position, something interim, friggin' Abstergo janitor, for all I care. I could help your team way better on location than through this free cheap arse once in a blue moon email consultation. It makes me feel dirty every single time you do it, and I've told you how I felt before. Yeah, here we are again. Either you don't care or this Eureka effect is getting you drunk on epiphanies. Think about it, Sophia. This is getting really frustrating. Alright. Another one. Sophia, I just heard how you guys are working on a portable version of the, Airy. I assume it's probably more accurate. Is it true, a portable animus? How could you not tell me? How could you send me some bland email asking seemingly innocent questions, turn around and work on the most exciting freaking machine ever? Without even letting me in on it while knowing it has my name all over it. Who did you think I am? A fortune-telling machine? A secret little muse hiding out in the shadows? Those were good for the absinthe-soaked 19th century poets, and they all died of syphilis. Even with the penny hiatus of wisdom, giving you all I have, my brain, my power, my time, my brain power, my trust, and if that's not worth with a place within your team, I'm not sure what is. Layla Hassan to Simon Hathaway. Mr. Hathaway, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for your kind words. I know I'm not always the easiest person to work with, but somehow you always seem to have the right words to diffuse the situation. I really enjoyed our lunch last week, and your advice was more than welcome. Trust me when I say these are not the words I'm used to saying. It shows that you have a genuine passion about what you're doing, and I really appreciate that. I had a small favor to ask. I swear I wasn't buttering you up for this. I don't butter people up ever. I was wondering if our HGG could be tasked with more person of interest type assignments. Not that I'm enjoying the operations, but I could use some variety, and who knows, might help with my social skills improvement plan. Just something to think about. Right. Deanna Gary to Layla Hassan. Alan Rickon died while attending something he felt he had to wear a black cape to attend to. That's creepy, I know. You're worried sick about Sophia, that's understandable. That there's nothing on his daughter in the papers or the Abstergo memos, so the fact that she's not answering doesn't mean she's in harm's way. Pretend your little tinkering project is helping you change your mind is bogus, and you know it. Pretending your little tinkering project is helping you change your mind is bogus, and you know it. Sorry. Why don't you come to my folks' place for the Christmas holiday? We'll celebrate whatever it is you wish to celebrate, including the most famous secular tradition of not celebrating anything at all, if that's what works for you. My mom will cook some pumpkin pie. My dad will ask us why we won't shoot at rodents, and we'll eat a non-vegan breakfast in a dodgy casino before we spend the rest of the day outside snowmobiling. I love North Dakota, but it could use a bit of Layla Hassan. So yes, it'll be good for both of us. To Deanna Gary. Alright, so I'm gonna pop up there. You should know how to make a girl happy. Rodents in a dodgy casino. I think I'll pass. There's nothing more I want right now than being with my little stone cold crazy machine right now. I've just come up with an idea for the sequencer and I can't get it out of my head. So far, it's only a sketch of it on a dirty placemat, so I have to get busy following tests before I go into retirement. If that ever happens. Sorry I'm being an arse. It's a very nice offer, Dee, and I appreciate your concern, but I'll be fine. Don't worry. I always am. Besides, I promised Hathaway I'd complete my operation reports. I must be 10 or 12 behind. Most of them hardly have anything besides their name and the mention done. He told me they had to be completed before the end of the year. Otherwise, he'd file a formal complaint to operations, which could mean more coaching from the mediator, and that is just pure torture. Now, I like the guy, so I'll cut him some slack and get him his reports before he has to sing Auld Lang Syne. Before he gets to, I should say. Let's see, I assume it's... Is that the next one? If you say so, let me know if you need any help with those reports. How about we get out of here and grab some takeout? You can show me the progress on your little project. I might have an idea for the dialysis unit. Not a bad idea. I got what you asked for. I was able to get my hands on 4 of the drugs we discussed. It was easier than I thought it would be. Everyone has a price, and that includes doctors and lab assistants. Keep the immunosuppressor in the sealed case for now, unless I get a sudden taste for muscles and large shoulders, in which case your steroids are all mine. I'm jesting, of course. Are you free Friday? Let's go to the movies or binge on some police procedural TV series, so we can call all the fake stuff they're doing. TTYLD. I think I missed one. I think I missed this one. Change your plans. I know you're waiting in your little hotel in downtown San Fran right now, and you think I'm heading towards the wharf, but you're wrong. I had an idea, and I'm about to board a flight for Tokyo. I'm on my way to Onagawa, Japan. Don't freak out. I know what I'm doing. Just be ready to pick up on your side in 24 hours or so. I'll need your remote assist. Cover for me if dispatch calls in. Alright. So we'll do that one, the July 3rd one, and that's actually the bottom. So I think we might read some of that Abstergo stuff as well. If you guys can give me back. I think that might have been cut off. I'm sorry about that. I had to go away for a minute. And then I will continue, I'm back, so I'm going to continue reading an extra minute or two to this. So hold on. Hey D, allow me to copy / paste this glorious extract from my July 1st AMA. The internet is just like the ocean, There's some really cool fish and reefs and sunken U-boats. But once in a while, there are these trashed rubber duckies that crossed half the globe to gather in piles of useless rubbish, and no one knows how to get rid of them ever. Hi, I'm Leila Son, AMA. At Little Beto Liz, hi there. I was wondering, what's your favorite Greek sound? Like, what sound do you love falling asleep to? That's weird. I love the clicking of my blue mechanical keyboard switches. They just had the most satisfying clicks ever. I think I would slept like an angel in an early 1920s bullpen. Ha ha ha. All those typewriting clicks. At Scuffles Cobble, I think. Or Cobbles. Scuffles Scoble, I think. What's your favorite song and what does it remind you of? Easy Overtime Food by Raw Victoria. When I karaoke, it's the one song I have to sing every single time. Reminds me of the night, Scuffle Scubble. Sorry, I just thought that was funny. It reminds me of one of the night I met them backstage at the Madison Square Garden back in 2000. I'm usually the one turning it up to 11, but that time I thunderstruck, I could hardly move. Pics or it didn't happen. Pics happened, there's no way they ever go public. And actually, we did see the pics, so can confirm. Alright, where was I? I was on mail. Back to the bottom because we have 2 more to read from Layla Deanna Gary. Hey dear, I wish there was an audio message so you could hear the nice roar of the portable animus. Everything seems to be in perfect order, the software is running, my vitals are showing perfectly, and all the tests done on the DNA samples are turning up positive. I've combined some strange strands, somehow the sequence always returns a valid simulation to play. I haven't dared to go into any of them, not alone, not without you, and the animus isn't ready for a live test either. Maybe I'm just buying time, but that combined strand above you and Milton looks tempting. All in due time. All in due time. Alright. Last email. Are you flippin' insane? There's so much to yell about that I don't even know where to start. Milton's DNA, really? Layla, how could you bring him into this? Poor guy, give him a break. I mean, you want to use subject 17's DNA, fine, he's dead. But Milton, my Milton, you access his file to save ours, and you think stealing his DNA profile at the same time is okay. I'll tell you once, my man has alpha limits. You erase the data now. Oh yes, and there was this second thing. Do not go into your animus. You are a whiz and a genius and a geek and an engineer extraordinaire, but you're not insane. We don't know if it works, we don't know what it does, and we don't even know what kind of simulation it runs. Remember the story about Aileen Bach, Subject Zero, the surrogate initiative? She's exploring other people's genetic memories and ended up dead with an effing fried brain. Not toying with an omega animus, Lila. It's the real thing. If everyone wants to go in there, we'll need to take all the proper precautions. Please, Lila, I'd hate to see something happen to you. Just wait for me, okay? And that's the last email. So I think we'll start doing documents again, even though they really annoyed me. Back at it. Abstergo, historical research. Mission statement. The mandate of Abstergo's Historical Research Division is to conduct rigorous research into historical events and document this research in meticulous fashion, with particular focus on investigating previously obscure incidents, shedding light on the historical personages, something like that, involved therein. Research conducted and compiled by Historical Research Division teams represents broad potential benefit to a variety of academic disciplines, including archaeology, anthropology, environmental history, and political science. Alright. So I'm going to read this. Understanding Yesterday, Bettering Tomorrow, the Historical Research Division, was inspired by the works of Dr. Warren Vidic, a pioneer in the field of genetic memory science. Vidic's work needed raw data reaching beyond what was available at the time. The Historical Research Division was quickly put together at first to accommodate Abstergo in its research, but then soon took on a life of its own. Dr. Warren Vidic. Dr. Vidic was responsible for Abstergo's first forays into genetic memory exploration. Without the benefits of Vidic's extensive research and rigorous approach to scientific practice, Abstergo would not be what it is today. Alvaro Grammatica. Grammatica's background in mechanical engineering, biology, and computer science helped make him the first to recognize how rich and meaningful historical material acquisition could cement Abstergo's standing in the modern-day landscape. Simon Hathaway. Hathaway is current head of Historical Research Division. His insatiable thirst for knowledge of all things human drives Abstergo's pursuit of historical and memory-based data towards unexplored frontiers. Isabel Ardent. Ardent joined the company as a digital archivist with a deep knowledge of computer science. She ushered in a data revolution, which reshaped Abstergo's acquisition, management, and archiving of genetic memories. Alright. 3 more in the employee manual. Historical Research, Philadelphia facility. An historical city, or a historical city, whichever one you prefer, seemed fitting for a facility thriving on history. Located just minutes away from the famous Delaware River, the building itself was designed in 1985 by the rising architect Jean Nouvel. The facility houses various designs. Lineage and Acquisition is housed next to Abstergo Medical, and both have very strong ties to historical research and the very special Animus training program. The respected Johanny Ottoberg oversees the Philadelphia facility, known to be a favorite venue for crucial directors' gathering. Of course, nothing eclipses the imposing library and archive hall where all of Abstergo's knowledge, both physical and digital, is said to be stored under impenetrable security. Modern-day historians. Abstergo's historians have nothing in common with academic scholars you might be thinking of. They master a deep knowledge of historical tomes and an uncanny ability to successfully comb through the voluminous, however you want to pronounce that, databases owned by Abstergo. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tired after reading so much. 18 degrees Celsius in the Qatar Depression. That's pretty cold for there. However, they express their true talents when out in the field, retracting what forgotten stories left behind, assisted by cutting-edge technology. Each of our historical tactical team, HTT, is composed of a technician and medical officer. Together, they gather the knowledge told by forgotten artifacts and distinct bloodlines. They uncovered tales thought obsolete and combined the wisdom of oral histories with tomorrow's scientific discoveries. They see it all /find it. These see it all /find it all teams allow Abstergo and all of its divisions to push back on the limits of what is known and what can be done to better the future of each and every one of us. Final one. Medicine at the service of history. What we know about who we are and what our purpose is in this universe will shape the scientific breakthrough tomorrow. Sorry, I thought that was 2 parts. Men and women have been looking at foreign galaxies and encountered deep trances or shreds of evidence that could open the door to the next scientific revolution. Abstergo turned to a far more familiar phenomenon for answers. Us, humans. Perhaps the answer is within each and every one of us. The human genome conceals a blueprint, perhaps it contains a lot more. Today we are exploring genetic memories. We are already applying our knowledge to improve our performance as individuals, but also as a global society. Yeah, so this handbook has a couple of spelling issues, but it could just be the font. Tomorrow we might explore memories hidden in structures far more obscure than the human, and who knows what we'll find. Such is the task of our medical endeavors. We do not strive to heal the body through a direct cure, strive to use our understanding of chemistry and biology to change the way we lead our lives for the better. Alright, so let's read these 6, and I think that'll be good. Maybe I'll read the Animus Guide, I'm not sure. I'll probably read the Animus Guide another time. Maybe even next episode, kinda depends. Here's the front page of the Historical Research Division Field Manual. Alright, time to read. Emergency procedures, managing and balancing initiative when in the field. I just want to make sure there's nothing else. Alright. Standard procedure requires both members of a tactical historical team. Second, without further delay, any changes occurring in an ongoing mission. Changes in deployment, operations methodology, timing, person of interest, and or expected results need to be communicated and improved by proper channels, both through the central dispatch and internal memos. Form ACHHT 9924K 2016. Unauthorized action is to be considered only in the face of imminent danger or facing the threat of permanently compromising an operation by losing crucial data beyond our means of historical recovery. Alright, standard issue material in the field at all times. Portable Animus sarcophagus HR8, 2 high-performance laptops, portable inverter generators, 7,000 watts, gallon gas can, subject, or 4 to 5 probably, gallon gas can. I'm not quite sure what that is. 4 to 5, 4 by 5, 4 times 5. It could be any of those. Subject to vary with mission. 1 thermoelectric cooler with rations. Facultative for most urban setting operations at team's discretion. 1 4WD SUV, 5.0-liter V8 with 6,900 pound towing capacity. Equivalent will be supplied if Abstergo issue vehicles are not available or if abroad with no access to Abstergo's float. 1 standard issue pharmaceutical kit, complete with certified chemical set, auto injector, cannula, and defibrillator. Or I can never pronounce that word. Defibrillator. I can't pronounce that word. So I'm sorry about that. There are a couple of words that I just cannot pronounce in English because they're so weird. Portable Animus FAQ, how to use, how to help. 1. How do I adjust the portable Animus settings? Don't. Under no circumstances should this equipment be tampered with. The technician must connect to the instrument using the approved procedure only. Their vital signs must then be monitored by the medical officer, either locally or remotely. According to the readings, the medic may suggest course corrections and/or best use of the medical equipment made available in the standard issue pharmaceutical kit to ensure the health and safety of the animus user. What is the procedure in case of power failure? Circumstances: portable animus cannot be connected to the standard power supply. The generator provided in the technician's equipment offers 5-day autonomy of use with the standard supply of gasoline. If at any time power shortages or failures are observed during animus use, it is the duty of the medical officer to notify the technician or to terminate animus activities until a reliable power supply can be found. The animus includes a failsafe that prevents serious physical harm to the user. That is not correct. Let's see. Transfer of rights. Legal disclosure of intellectual property rights while in the field. Disclaimer: Abstergo Industries owns or retains the rights to all intellectual property and data that may stem from the activities of a member of any HTT, both on or off duty. Definitions: the term intellectual property applies to patents, patent applications, inventions, internet activity, archaeological and historical discoveries, genetic exploration of memories, and abilities acquired as the result of the animus bleeding effect. This term also broadly applies to medical information, DNA sequencing, databases, registrations, and procedures or techniques discovered through the use of the animus. Unauthorized disclosure of any or all of the previously aforementioned items is strictly forbidden and can result in employee termination. Alrighty, final thing. Roles and responsibilities. Who does what in the field? The Historical Research Division teams are composed of 2 Abstergo operatives. The efficiency of each team is based on both the excellence of individual skill sets and the successful integration of these skill sets into a functional whole. Medical officer conducts genetic / chemical / composite / geological and analysis of artifacts / person of interest. Assures the health and safety of both team members, assesses personal activities that may harm the success of an operation in progress, provides chemical and pharmaceutical support to artifacts / person of interest as required, monitors technician's animus reading, and provides appropriate support. Technician oversees tracking and extraction of artifacts / person of interest, access the animus if required, provides necessary technical support for the operation, acts as primary point of contact for central dispatch, prepares operation reports. Alright, so I'm not gonna read the animus guide too much for now. I'll probably read that next episode, however, and then next episode we'll head back to back to the side quest and finish that up, and then from there it's on to Canopus Nome. I actually want to interact with this real fast.
Painkillers left. 1 bar. No, half a bar.
That's a very old phone. Alright. Thank you guys all for watching this 2-part video. Once again, I apologize because of the Wi-Fi that I have. Hopefully it'll be resolved relatively soon. Adios.